Hello there. You may hear a bit of a clicking sound, but as you see from the title of this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys about wiring. As you can see, there's always some wiring stuff. This. So, there's already a bunch of stuff because I kind of had to redo this. But for us, I can instantly show you this. These are called wrapped wood. What I more like to call them are hidden wires, hidden buttons. Right here, also. Now, we got a powering block. This block, like, stays on forever. Powered block. Whenever you put something on it, for example, if you put this, it will always power. This, though, owns thing called NOT gate. And what it does, it's always on, but if a thing is powering this, it turns off. Now we got a bunch of different of the yellow blocks too. First we have the AND. It doesn't work for this, but if you hit them both, it turns on. Then this one is a OR gate, as you see, it also turn on here. Doing both though does nothing. Then we got a XOR gate. So you turn it on. As you can see, it does this. But both is pressed, it just turns off. Then we got the toggle. You can turn it on and hit it again to turn it off. Or if this is on, you can hit this one, which is a lead, which turns it off. Then we got a whole bunch of other stuff. First of all, we got the blocks, which this one lasts for 10 seconds, this one lasts for a second, and there's a smaller version which only lasts for like half a second, being these. Then we got these, I don't know what what is it called? Pulse extenders. This one goes for a second. I don't have the smallest one. And this goes for 10 seconds. Over here we also got the regular buttons, the wires. Then we also got the wireless transmitter and receiver. So when this hit, this turns on, but also there's a sender here, keeping this active for a bit longer. Then we got the smoke detector. It is actually a wiring block. When you put something like, when you put fire on it, or by it, it will go off. Then, after that, we got iron dispensers. The first sample, if we have this here, we have like a paint in here. This dispensers. Basically, just that. Basically, that's the easy way to say that. The reason this is here, it is from the new update, but it's also here because it is also a wiring block. See, now it's off. Put this here. Now this thing. But see, it's off. It doesn't push you. You can turn it on. Yeah, now hit you. Also, these are pulse gates. When you go through them, it activates whatever they're connected to. The reason this is here because it also is kind of like a wiring block. Or at least I thought. Okay, no, this one isn't one of them, but the big gamer signs actually are. Actually are actually are. So. Then over here we got hidden doors. Now if we copy and go here, there's also key dispensers, keyhole. It's also this isn't a pulse thing. This one actually is a pulse thing. So let me just do this. So if I open it, a key will dispense and you can put it in here and it'll activate something. Over here we got a little teleporter. It's a long way. Whenever someone goes through it, this will activate. Let me get another key though, because now this can activate and you can go through it. But I don't have another area, teleporter. Then over here we got this pumpkin bomb. I don't own the other bombs, but it also works. Same with this. I can't really make it. I see it's off. Hit this, it turns on. Exact same thing as this. Do this, it goes off, making these little bombs. Then over here we got a cannon. A lot of these are kind of like the same. Go here. Those vents. These are here because they're oddies, so if you want music to only play when someone hits a button, for example, let's put this here, they can hit this and it'll stop playing music, and they can't turn it on themselves. Even when it's off, they can't turn it on. Then after a lot of this, then we got these. These are hider detector, wood hider detector. It does actually have a pulsing. You can actually pair with this. I don't. It has to be play mode for it. But like if I was a hider and I went up to this, it'll go off and do this, make this play noise. It's also you can paint this for different noises. Same with these, because these also have these. But the thing is, they should make it that it can't go off if that happens. Then we got this, which it also has some little stuff. Let's put in a pulse speed. Then C doesn't give you it, but if this happens, well, we might have a red team. Well, it might not be long enough. But let's try it quickly. Okay, I think we have a red team. As you can see, it gives us some speed. It's put in here though. Nothing. Go for here. It gives us the speed. I guess we do have a red team. I don't know where though. But then also we got some screens. As you can see, there is a screen here, like before. Like so, it works like that. But quick though, I gotta grab that. That's not supposed to go down there. There's already a bunch of stuff, and right now we're on to these are this is like the interactable section. There's also the furnace that also does have stuff. So if you put in a coal, these will be activated. I can let you find the coal. So as you can see, these can be activated. It doesn't keep activating though. There's also other stuff like the gates, which work the exact same way as the hidden walls. There's also the wooden doors. They're just called wooden doors instead of hidden walls because they're pretty easy to spot. Then we also got this. This is part of the horse thing, like the doors and the keys and stuff. If you have a key card, put it there, it will activate. You're able to making that work. But sadly, I do not actually have the key card, which is kind of bad when making a video on all this stuff. But there's a whole lot more. I think I have some more stuff that can be tested. But going into here, you can see all the stuff. Hidden wood is just hidden wires. It's just wood, but with wires in it. Of course. I don't think I missed it. Okay, I'm missing one of these. I think so. Okay, which one am I missing? Oh, the randomizer, yeah. So, the randomizer. It is big. Okay, so let's say if I really wanted this paint, and on the other side, it's just nothing. I could try to get. I could get the. I could try. I would want to try to get it by putting it in here. Now it's a random pick. I did actually get it though. So that's how that one works too. As you can see, we already did most of the stuff I have. We actually did do everything I have. Over here we have regular teleporters that whenever you go through, this will go off. Also for these ones, I think it's also the same. Yeah, if you get teleported to here, that will go off. Fans also the same because they have this little thing which would make it not actually turn on. See? Look. Oh. Then we got right over here, we got the powered one, which I think I already put somewhere. Yeah, right there. And we got this, which doesn't activate normal. But let's say we really wanted it, so we wanted it always be on. So we put the powered block onto it. Oh wait, no, it's a thing of where when powered, it will just go off by itself. It will instantly go off. So you gotta be like perfectly timed. So let's say we wanted it on, so we put. Okay, get over here. That's not the one I wanted. Where was the one I'm looking for? Okay, I'm just gonna have to pull it out myself. As you can see now it works. There's a whole bunch of other stuff like a clock, daylight sensor, a whole lot more doors and stuff. Locked key doors, 4x4 locked doors. Also a whole bunch of variable display, but I do not know how to work actually. Then we got the reset map button in the closed server block. Then we also got the warp portal, which I don't think actually has any connections. It doesn't, but it is on the Wirelink tech web. There's some stuff that isn't really Wirelink, but it is on the tech web though. We do also have powered confetti cannon, retractable spikes, bigger spring pad. Got the monitor and light bulb, the block pulse and on-road block. Then also we got the powered respawn teleporter, recall teleporter, respawn teleporter, powered teleporter exit. Also sliding doors over here. The void door, I think I said that wrong. Barrier door. There's a lot of different stuff. Oh wait, no, there isn't even a tiny pulse extender. Okay, I probably would have had it then if there was one. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, there's also the custom catch broadcaster that when activated it'll just sort of text. This is a vote broadcaster. When it activated, it'll give a little vote, and if they pick yes, if the majority picks yes, this little green thing, if you can see it, goes off. But you can like pair it to something, and for the red, if they pick no, you can also pair it to something. So if you like pair both these together, like if that's like is pasta good, if both people pick yes, this can say like they all said, most of them said yes, or they all said yes, and then for no, you'd be like, oh really? And then over here, there is a block that is unable to be gotten, but is a block itself. Being this, it does have a pulse thing. I don't have the key. There's also a staff block, which does that. But those are, I don't think it is actually on the Wildling Tech Web. It's they aren't. So I'm gonna have to see where they are, actually. Over here, there's also these which work with the thing. Also, an item cannon. Some of the post box and stuff, it just isn't where it really is. It's also these. It's a switch whale. Also, the protector whale. I think that's what. These ones, they also have little stuff that seems that. These doesn't have anything. This one does, but we already covered it, I think. Yeah, we already covered it. Then we got the flamethrower trap that. You can rather have the wiring to it work, or it'll just go off if anyone's too close. Now, we're on to here, which is where we covered already the fan. Isn't that much stuff. The wooden detector, the target dummy, also one. But I don't. Oh yeah, the remote dispenser. Well, what I would like to call it, carton generator, which you can hear them over there. Then we got the auto pitcher. We got the field goal and basketball hoop because they also do have little wire links. Can't really be seen though. That's the sad part. None of these are wiring. Over here, we got the race start and race finish. I think these might have something. I don't think these actually. That one does. That one does. This one most likely also does. Yeah, as you see right there. So all those have something. Over here, this one does. I don't own it though. I may still a lot of things I don't own. Then we got the weather blocks, which you can have a little thing activated, a little thing connected to it. So when you want it to be certain weather, you can just hit a button and it'll become that weather. It's usually, I don't really think it's done. Now we go to fantasy. It's over here at fantasy. We got the oven and stove. They do work. More weather. We got the porticles. We got a little goblin mode, which, like I said before, it does work. Then we got the pulsing cannon. Not really any. Well, it isn't on here, but we're gonna be covering what the thing is soon. Well, that's all for that one. Now we're here. There is nothing here, by the way. There's instantly nothing. Over here on the Music Tech Web, we got all of this. This stuff. This. A lot of stuff. Just also the party button and confetti cannon. The radio also doesn't actually. I thought it does. Pops Tech Web, of course, it has nothing. There's Pops. Well, except for the game mode sign. Then we get to game mode. This one has a lot. Mobject tracker. These all the game modes do actually have things. I can show you. See right there. That one has one, but I don't actually own any of the other ones. Don't also have one. But for the game modes, I'll do this one. As you can see, there's much more. I don't think health has any. I can't check though. Then we got the stuffing cost button, Reeve team, well, end round, the team win, only the staff stuff, as known also does. We got this stuff which I don't. Which also does have stuff. We got the two VIP thing, the team. The team with most dispenser, which does have one. The team bubble sensor. Mob beacon also does have some. But that's all for that. which I think is actually it. Checking, I don't. Well, actually, there's some more. Being this one, of course, since I can't actually check the name, I would have to own a check the name. For here, for here there actually isn't one, which means that I basically done it all. Oh. Also, I don't think Bob has just signed his thing. But that will have happened. As you can see, there is a single here for that. This I just have there just because. Yeah, that is basically all the stuff I have. I can say. Actually, over here we do actually got one of the game modes. So here we got this stuff, which doesn't have anything. Well, for the bundle, it does actually have these activate, but you can't really count that as its own thing. Up here, for this though, it uses wires, this, and the hidden thing. Isn't really that hidden. It does a bunch of stuff though. Moving through all this stuff, this is now unavailable, but I think it may have had something. But yeah, that's all of the stuff I really had that except the couch is kind of destroyed, so I'm just gonna repair it. There's a lot more stuff that I could sell, but that I was basically just trying to sell basics, but I showed a whole lot more than basics. It's a bit long, but it does teach about how stuff works. So yeah, if you like the video, then you can subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but yeah, see you in the next video.